Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. Today we join the rest of the world to celebrate World Day for Safety and Health at Work. With this year's theme, Act Together to Build a Positive Safety and Health Culture. To me, there are two key expectations to the theme. One is compliance culture and second is personal belief or care. On compliance culture, it is about adhering to the laws, regulations and rules, following procedures and guidelines, using safety equipment and protections, and so on. Sheena plays a major role here to ensure people comply as a first step in preventing unwanted incidents, and awareness that if they comply consistently, they will be safe. The next step is to take it to a personal level, a full understanding of why they have to follow or do certain things the way it should be done, not just because they are told to, and appreciating the consequence of not doing the right thing.
In executing its functions as the regulator, Sheena's main focus is to ensure compliance to the law and regulations on safety and health at the workplace, WDSHW 2009, as well as the Radiation Protection Act, Chapter 22A. This is carried out via activities known as monitoring visits and regulatory inspections. To help the people with an understanding of the laws and regulations and the expectations for complying with those, Sheena conducts regular engagements and outreach programs to various industries, business organizations, services sectors, educational institutions, and so on. To ensure that people are guided on the requirements to comply with the law and regulations and any development around them, Sheena publishes various notices, guidelines and checklists such as Note to Industry, Industry Guidance Note, Workplace Safety Notice, Radiation Technical Note, and Approved Code of Practice.
Let's work together to build a positive safety and health culture at work. Together, we can make a difference to ensure Brunei Darussalam is a safe place to work and live.
Our safety journey continues to evolve, and our standards in line with industry has changed since we started our operations more than 90 years ago. While standards and practices have evolved and we continue to learn, BSP's commitment to safety remains the same. Safety is and will always be our number one priority as we continue to sustainably power Brunei. In creating a culture where safety is prioritized by each BSP employee as well as our business partner colleagues, a strong and continued advocacy for safety is critical in the workplace. For BSP, this means consistently carrying on the conversation on safety at all levels in the organization, be it in the daily toolbox talks prior to starting work, or at the corporate HSE engagements with the leadership and organization. Importantly, sharing the outcome and learning from incidents. In BSP, we encourage everyone to take part in going to site on a Go and Engage. In our Go and Engage sessions, we are enabled to see theory in practice and engaging in real conversations to find out if there are any barriers in achieving a goal zero in the workplace. It is an opportunity to encourage intervention and correct unsafe practices. It is also about consistently communicating safety standards to the wider organization. In BSP, we also have the life-saving rules, which we expect everyone to follow, as well as empowering us as individuals to be more accountable in our actions and provide a more comprehensive guideline to our ways of working. It ensures we each go home safely. In safety, it is important to be agile. Situations and standards develop rapidly in the modern world, as we have learned firsthand during the COVID-19 pandemic. During the pandemic, business continuity as well as safety were challenged in ways we have never experienced before. But putting on our learner mindset and adopting an agile approach, BSP managed to continue on its mission in keeping the lights on in Bruneian homes and hospitals. Safety measures were expanded to include ART and PCR testing in the workplace. It also meant getting our frontliners vaccinated to protect them and keeping our shift workers safe in a bubble to minimize the spread of COVID-19. Mental health was also critical during the pandemic and will continue to be so. We experienced extended shift patterns and sudden work from home arrangement. It was important to remember that health and safety comes in many different forms during such unprecedented times. But ultimately, it was about learning what worked and what did not work to keep the business going while keeping people's safety, both physical and mental, at the forefront. Safety starts with you and me. Let's make sure we care enough to intervene and create a culture of safety to ensure you and I will go home safely each and every day.
Assalamualaikum and Salam Sejahtera. My name is Frida Talib and I'm the Managing Director and CEO of WDSHW. COVID-19 has changed the world in many ways. We have adjusted to new ways of working and made changes to our daily lives. To ensure the safety of our people in BLNG and to Brunei Darussalam as a whole, we changed our way of working in line with our business continuity plan to limit the number of personnel on site while making sure that Brunei LNG continues to contribute to the economy and deliver to our customers and shareholders, whilst preventing the infection from spreading. Although the country faced many challenges, Brunei LNG succeeded in delivering 100% of its committed contractual cargoes and running the LPG bottling plant to guarantee that cooking gas would remain available to the nation. All this, of course, with thanks to the sacrifice, dedication, and commitment from the frontliners of Brunei LNG, who have been on site to ensure that Brunei LNG plant continues to produce LNG safely and reliably. Throughout the period, regular engagements were done with Sheena, our Brunei Shell joint venture companies, business partners, and nearby industries with the intention to understand and learn from each other so that SOPs can be improved as the rapid development of COVID continues to remain unpredictable. The improved SOPs includes emergency response for managing suspected cases, early return to work for essential staff to ensure sufficient coverage for critical activities, self-art at accommodations with digital declaration forms, and of course, business partner accommodation SOPs that was necessary when the country recorded a surge in the number of cases from dormitories. The improvement of the SOPs is evident as we saw a gradual decline of the number of cases in Brunei LNG. Aside from securing our operations and keeping our people safe, Brunei LNG also supported the Ministry of Health in the fight against COVID-19. Brunei LNG's COVID-19 relief social investment strategy of Save Lives, Save Minds, Save Futures looks at the short-term, medium-term, and long-term initiatives to support the nation. We are currently in the early endemic phase, but COVID developments remain unclear. We should not be letting our guards down and should continue to remain vigilant at all times. We need to work together and build a positive safety and healthy culture in the workplace so we can all return home to our loved ones. Safety is the responsibility of all of us. So on behalf of my leadership team and everyone in BLNG, I would like to wish every one of you a happy World Day for Safety and Health at Work.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. During the first wave of the COVID-19 pandemic, we faced challenges, but we activated our pandemic response plan as part of our business continuity and implemented the COVID-19 SOP guided by the Ministry of Health. Learnings from the first wave and the second wave, we continue to work together and keep our homes, offices and worksites safe for our staff and contractors with minimum disruptions to our operations and delivery supply to our customers. We have our life-saving rules in place as part of our safety culture, where everyone complies to the LSR to make sure we are working safely. We promote an intervention culture such as Pakat, where we look out for each other, safety with respect by speaking up and intervening any unsafe acts and conditions. Keeping ourselves and everybody else safe means working together as one big team. It is important to have a safety culture for everyone to do the work and goes home safely.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Haji Shahruddin Haji Abdul Wahid, Head of Retail Business, BSM. The pandemic has impacted the retail business, which has changed our ways of operating. It is important for us to take care of our service champions, who are our frontliners, as it has shown us during COVID-19 that without them, we cannot run our business. We work closely with our retailers to ensure safety is adhered for business continuity. As part of the business continuity plan, our retailers have introduced robust shift system during the COVID-19 period. The revised COVID-19 protocol has been communicated to all our retail staff to minimize their risk while working at the retail stations. Health and safety compliance is a priority for BSM for the safety of the public while visiting our stations. As a reminder, while at the station, we keep reminding the public to practice social distancing, wear face mask, and practice good hygiene. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Fauzana Haji Latif and I'm Head of Operation from Brunei Shell Marketing. Since second wave pandemic, our operations remain the same as normal operations and operates 24 hours. Nevertheless, for any executions on site, it's applied to all our operators, staff and contractors to adopt our mandatory applied COVID SOP procedures in terms of social distancing and mandatory to use face mask all the time during any activities on site. However, there are slight changes on the restrictions personnel entries, such as parallel entrance to terminal and all sites. Everyone are required to conduct weekly art tests and make sure all the result is negative prior to entrance. Scan bro health and status must be green and yellow code only. And all site visit activities, we advise to limit to 4 personnel only and social distance should be applied. In 2021, we also anticipate with our scheduled audits. All went well via virtual. With the implementations of technology system, our routine meetings still carry out via visual using Teams applications. This is to help to avoid any physical face-to-face interactions. For aviation operation business, there are drastic change drops of aviation fuel cells, and we immediately strategize the manpower by relocate to other operations. This is to sustain their skills and competence.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Safety is a core value of TotalEnergies. It is the cornerstone of our operational excellence in all of our business lines. Every year, TotalEnergies around the globe, including TotalEnergies in Brunei, is taking a safety time out for World Day for Safety event. It is an event where we, including our business partner, step back and renew our commitment towards safety, a commitment to ensure zero fatal accidents at our workplace. This year, the theme continues on the topic of reformulated golden rules. Our golden rules, established on the basis of lessons learned, are essential to achieve our ambition in terms of safety. April is also an important milestone for TotalEnergies Brunei. We have achieved 23 years record without lost time injury. It is not only a remarkable achievement, but also a constant reminder that we should always put our vigilance all the time without fail. We need to keep positive spirit and continue to strive for the better, keep everyone in our facilities safe to operate for many more years to come. Thank you for keeping HSE as your first priority. Safety for me, for you, and for all.
Stress, injuries, violence, illness, and unnecessary exposure. Would you want to work in an unsafe environment? Neither do I. So, why is safety and health at work important? At JPMC, it is our commitment to implement safety and health policies and safety management system in the organization. We anticipate risk assessment, a tool to identify hazard that may develop safety and health risks to employees and occupants. Incidents can be preventable. Having safe work practices, performing tasks according to safe procedures can also minimize or eliminate risk to employees and their surrounding for any potential occurrence of incident. In other words, using the right tools for the right job in the right way. We conduct safety inspection to identify unsafe conditions or non-compliance on safety practices and implement corrective measures as reasonably practicable. We prepare to equip all employees with the right knowledge, skills, and response. Various safety trainings are conducted. Employees are able to upskill themselves for better work performance and preparedness during unforeseen circumstances or emergencies. Occupational health programs are to protect employees from developing work-related health hazards or occupational diseases and sustaining injuries. When you are working in a safe environment at your best health conditions, of course, you are more productive at work. Meetings are set to disseminate information to employees to address and resolve any occupational health and safety issues arise. In addition to the safety training, emergency preparedness is also supported with emergency drill exercise and routine checkups. Promoting awareness on safety and health to employees to show commitment towards a safe working environment. Accidents and incidents shall be reported through incident reporting system, investigated for root cause identification and resolved via appropriate actions. We respond by anticipation and preparation. We work together to implement health and safety policies, practices, and procedures to meet our accreditation requirement. You know, the one we're proud of. Towards achieving a positive health and safety culture for you, for me, and for everyone.
Hello, my name is Justin Harris. I'm Director of Enrichment and Operations at Jeradong International School in Brunei, Dar es Salaam. Jeradong International School is an international day and boarding school for approximately 1,650 pupils, and we have around 200 teaching staff and 200 support staff on site. So approximately 2,000 members of the Brunei community on our site every day. We're very fortunate. We have a very large and beautiful site in this lovely tropical country, and we have a very strong team that helps us maintain and look after our facilities. Health and safety is of paramount importance to us here at Jeradong International School. We try and reflect on our behaviours by having external inspection bodies come and review what we do, both within our health and safety but within our educational contribution as well. In the next couple of months, we will be inspected by the Council of British International Schools, an international body that looks at standards across international British educators. So far, the feedback we've had from the COBIS has been the health and safety and the operational side of the school is running very strongly, and they're very pleased with what they've seen so far. Here at JIS we have a maintenance team, and part of that maintenance team we have a health and safety lead and a health and safety committee that meets regularly to review any issues across the site and also implement any new strategies or anything to do with our strategic plan as we move forward. We're a forward-looking school and we're always looking to develop and make things better. So the last couple of years have been very interesting. The COVID-19 pandemic has tested us all. It's been very difficult for the students, the teachers, the parents and all the operations team. The key messages and takeaways that we have learned as a senior leadership team is that we have to be resilient through these difficult times, but also ensure that we communicate with each other and support each other. I think we've come out of this a lot stronger, but to be honest, we're looking forward to some stability and to try to get back to where we used to be 2 years ago. But on reflection, whilst now we're through it, we're really looking forward to trying to get back to normal. So in school, our health and safety team meets on a regular basis, as I've mentioned. We have policies and procedures in place for staff and students and parents to report any maintenance issues and an online system, ticketing system, to ensure jobs get done and the students, pupils, parents and anybody visiting our site are safe. So as a parting few words on health and safety for Health and Safety, World Health and Safety Day is we need to try and be positive about health and safety. It's very, very important, particularly in the context of a school site. We have students from 2 years old to 18 years old, and that brings many, many different challenges. Being positive, being resilient, and creating a culture of safety within your community will make us all safer and happier in the workplace. Thank you for listening.